Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone's having a better morning than I am. Just go away. Just go away. Jesus. Why is that different? I'm just, All right, let's just look at a plane. I'm tired of dealing with this. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Honolulu. Hope everyone's, like I said, I hope everyone's having a better morning than I am. Ugh. This will make my day a little better. This one's heading off to Hong Kong. The one we saw come in came in from Louisville. That's such a piece of crap. All right, let's start over. How about that? You want to start over? I'm ready to start over. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Honolulu. My name is Patrick. Hope you're having a great Thursday. 2 queens to start off the show. Can't ask for much more than that. I am having a very frustrating morning because I'm a dumbass and I forgot my laptop that pretty much runs the entire show. So I can't do any chat stuff. The tablet I'm using is being very frustrating because Samsung, in their infinite wisdom, decided to change the way tablets work for some reason. The Android tablets have been working the same way for 10 years, and Samsung decided, hey, let's change it all up for some reason. So it's being very frustrating. So I can kind of see the chat, but I can't do anything with the chat. No on-screen stuff today. I don't think. I don't know. Let's live comments. Let's try this. Okay, let's try that. Yeah. The only problem with this is it takes up half my screen, which I guess I could change that. And it's supposed to auto clear. Why isn't it auto clearing there? I don't know. Who knows? Who cares, right? We're not here about that. We're here about planes. Okay, let's change, since I can't do quick, since I can't do program preview mode, let's change that to just loop out program. There we go. Since I don't need to see preview right now. What if I'll loop out something else interesting like the chat? No. No, it won't. That'd be too convenient. So good morning, Brandon. Good to see you. CFI on the fly is here. Frank's here. Get Upper. Randy. Keith is here. Hope your foot's feeling better. John K is here. Thanks to everybody for showing up on time, even though I was late. If you were tuning into the 360 camera, you might have heard some adult language. I don't apologize for that. All right, so the Queen has made it to the end of the runway. There it is. I'll forgive you this time, Brandon. I don't know what he's waiting for. Oh, he's not waiting for anything. That's what's going on. We have an O'Malley cat sighting. Unfortunately, O'Malley cat is right underneath me, and I can't show you because I literally is crawling. She's crawling under my truck. I don't know why we have Alaska coming down here. I think I know why, but I'm not 100% sure, so bear with me for a little bit. I think I know. I think there's a taxiway closed on the other side, and we're going to get a bunch of this today, I think. So maybe not. I don't know. I read something about one of the taxiways over on the other side being closed, but I don't know exactly which one it is. I can't find my NOTAM page right this second. We might get a fair bit of this. This is Virgin America heading off to Seattle. This one is, sir, not a... Why would you go to sleep? This is Sir not appearing in our program. I don't know what it is. Let's see if it's on ADSB Exchange. No, it's not even on that. Well, I don't know what that is. I don't know what type of plane it is. I don't know who's on it. I don't know where it's going. What I'm trying to tell you folks is I don't know anything. I do know that this is Zip Air. It's a shorty Dreamliner. Shorty! Shorty! That's a reference for 5 of you. I'm probably being generous. It's probably just a reference for me. 5 might be generous. Now, where's Virgin? Okay, Virgin America hasn't made the turn yet. Where's that power cord? It's all about power cords. It's all power cords and dopey OSs. Okay, I don't like that. We're going to turn that off. Our good friend Jonathan McD has plowed through all this terrible live streaming and found the courage to donate 1 Reverse Ops membership. Thank you very much. Our good friend Joshua, the Transit Prodigy, who has been a long-time member, and I believe he was the first 330 member. So it's good to see him come back. Thanks, Jonathan, and welcome back, Joshua. Don't know why I'm on Super Zoom. Well, I do know why, but my camera switching is handled by a thing called the Stream Deck. Basically, it's a box with a bunch of buttons on it, and you usually do it to switch stuff and open programs on your computer. I use it to switch cameras, but it needs a PC to handle it. And as I mentioned a few minutes ago, my PC is sitting on my desk at home. Because I was trying a new way. When I post videos straight to Instagram, I basically pull the video up on my phone, do a screen capture of the part of the live stream I want, and then clip it down and make it look a little presentable, and then post it on Instagram. Well, when you do that, you lose a little bit of, actually you lose a lot of resolution. You lose a lot of resolution doing that. and sometimes it looks a little blocky in the background, looks a little choppy in the sky, and it really annoys me. Probably nobody else sees it, but it annoys me. So I was trying to figure out a better way to do it, and that's why I needed the laptop at home. That would probably help, Island Aviation, but usually everything's in the truck. I don't usually go off the reservation too much, as they say. Everything's usually in the truck, which is the great thing about my setup is it's usually all here, and it's okay. The annoying thing about the tablet is the tablet got updated to something called Dex. I'm probably giving you way too much. You probably like whatever. Just show the planes. It got updated to something called Dex, which is their version of a desktop computer experience, not a tablet experience. But if you're going to make something that's a desktop experience, when I open up Chrome and go to YouTube, don't force me to the app. How dumb is that? If you want to make it a desktop experience, do not force me to an app. See, and I even had, look at this, I worked on this the other day. Where's it at? Even had this ready. And I can't, and it keeps going to sleep. Why does it keep going to sleep? I don't want it to go to sleep. You're playing a video. Yeah, that's the one, Gucci Boomer, that I was thinking of between Bravo and Romeo. That's the big chunk of the part of Juliet that we can't see, but I wonder if fighters come out, I wonder where they would go. Interesting. Because they come out right over there. Right. I wonder if they would come all the way around in front of us. Hopefully we'll get fighters and we'll figure that out. Because the fighters come out of their little home right at I think it's Mike. Is it Mike over there? And that's right at Bravo and Romeo. So maybe they'll come all the way around over here. That would make up for my frustration. What's today? The 23rd? Yeah. It's a Thursday. There's a shot. So you're telling me there's a shot. Looks like they're going to send the first 757 out the other side as opposed to bringing it all the way down here. It's not very nice of them. It's okay. If you're watching on the vertical stream today, I've switched up the pat cam. Whoops, not there. Not there either. Where do I want to go? Usually it's this. But I switched it up today. But we're back on it. Hello, Ken. Your good friend Ken C is celebrating 29 months at the 330 level. That is huge, huge commitment. Thank you very much. I wish I could put your name on the screen today, but oh, let's see. Let's see if this thing lets me do it. Comments. Show. How many back is it? It's above Charlie Bravo's comment. I don't even see Charlie Bravo's comment. No. They still haven't fixed that glitch. Okay. But thank you very much, Ken C. Appreciate it. I need to make a slight adjustment in something. It's a cable that I need to make a slight adjustment to. I'll be right back. I don't want to. I'm stretching a cable the wrong way. A little temporary Velcro fix. We'll see if that works. Maybe it'd be better over there. Yeah, maybe better over here. A little temporary Velcro fix. Yeah, that should work. Yeah. Our good friend Ferris is back with a couple of jewels. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right, next one out on the other runway is a 757. Looks like it's holding short for something. Something I can't see. There is a FedEx triple on the downwind for over there. Ah, the transit prodigy's here. Hello. he is still holding short. Our A380s today. First one is the sea green one. That is Kai. They'll be here about 8:33 or so, give or take a minute or two. The second one is Kala, the orange one today, and that's 9:14. So we'll get both of those in the show today, which is always good news. The second United 757 has lit up. So hopefully they'll send that one out to us. Oh, we got Bingo Jones on this flight. A little too far away to wave at us or give us a shining light, but we'll get your departure here. There you are. Well, have a safe flight. Hope your United 757 experience is as good as mine. I had a good experience on this United 757 last year. The flight to Majuro is heading out there. That's not a good sign for us because that one 99% of the time comes out here. We might be making a road trip, guys. We'll have to see where these planes continue to go. Once the arrivals start picking up, they're going to have to start sending more down here, so that's good news. So I don't know if you guys saw the thing that happened right after our show on Tuesday. Hey, you can stop that now. Right after our show on Tuesday, Hawaiian Airlines made a press release and confirmed their plans for the 717s. You guys have probably all seen that. It's been. Not everybody's taken the opportunity to post about it on the social medias. But I will say, nobody was right. All the prognosticators, maybe someone I don't know is right. All the people I follow and all the articles I read, none of them were right. Some of them were partially right, but none of them were 100% right. A lot of people said that they would go in favor of a 220 or one of the Embraer variations or something like that, or have Horizon come in here and do stuff like that. A couple people said that they would replace all the 717s with Alaska planes, which I guess technically they're doing, but they didn't. They were said they would. Most people I saw said that they would replace them with Alaska branded planes, not Hawaiian planes. So they're going to replace them starting in 2028 with 737-800s, but they are going to have the Hawaiian livery. Hello, Rudy. Good to see you. LA Plane Spotter in the house. So they're going to replace all the 717 starting in 2028 with 737-800s. They are currently Alaska planes, but they will be repainted and the interior will be freshened up. The livery on the mock-ups looks pretty good. I kind of, well, it'd be hard to, the Hawaiian livery looks good. It would look good on almost any day, I think. So it's hard to mess that up. But it's pretty good. And they're gonna also gonna have, they're gonna revive Hawaiian cargo. And they're gonna have cargo variations of the 737s that are actually going to have the Hawaiian cargo livery, so that'll be interesting. And it will be a dedicated inter-island fleet, what they say. They will not be zipping back to the mainland like Southwest does. The interesting thing I found from the whole thing is I forget the lady's name or even her title who was making the announcement. She was interviewed by a couple people and she said she could not see how they would have every plane landing in Hawaii from that group be Hawaii branded. She needs to talk to her COO because not just 2 weeks ago her COO said the exact opposite. So I think they need to get their corporate PR speak together because they were contradicting each other, but whatever. Do you guys like the BTS style on the 360 camera? I get mixed results every time I ask the question. Oh, interesting, Island Aviation. He's talking about having Alaska do flights Honolulu to Maui in October. Well, out of all the options, I know Island Aviation says he hates it. Out of all the options, I wasn't gonna be 100% on board with any of the options because they all involved getting rid of the 717. So, out of all the options I've heard and all the options the prognosticators and the so-called aviation websites have put up, I think it's probably about as good as it gets. If they commit to keeping the Hawaiian livery, even though it's on an old Alaska plane, I think, change is going to happen. But as long as they keep that, I'll be okay. If I had to sit out here and watch, you know, Chester 50 times a day go between here and Maui, I would probably not like that at all. Sorry, Island Aviation, I blocked your channel. No, I'm kidding. I didn't block your channel. I just been busy. Okay, they need to send this United 757 down here. It needs to. Come on, ATC, work with me here. We do have a C-17 coming in the other side. It's reached 138. It's coming in from Okinawa. I think someone in the chat said this a bit ago. It'll be here in just a few minutes. It's making a couple of zigzags off the coast, and it'll probably for spacing, and we'll be here in just a few minutes. Oh, look at that. Hawaiian in the background. Can you see that? I wonder where he's going. This is the most expensive plane ride you'll have in Hawaii right here. The funny thing is you can't really, you know, book ahead. You get all last minute on that airline. Yeah, Island Aviation, but you guys got a volcano, so you can't have everything. We don't have a volcano over here. We have a couple dead ones, dormant ones. Man. Need to settings. Cancel. No, I don't. And another thing I hate about... no, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to say it. I don't know, start another 10-minute rant on Samsung tablets. Samsung is the worst. I would rather have an Apple device than a Samsung device. I'm an Android guy 100%, and I will take an Apple over a friggin' Samsung. They're the worst. They don't let you customize anything. Well, they'll customize... I see, they didn't want to rant. I didn't want to mention it because I didn't want to start ranting about it. The worst. Where'd he go? There he is. They drive the upper. I know some, like I worked with a guy who swore by it, so he loves Samsung. I just can't do it. They limit things, and then they Here, you can customize this as long as you customize it exactly the way we want it. And now I don't know how I feel about this Dex thing. Why do you have a... Anyway. All right, that United 757 is coming this way. Yay. Oh. I forgot the camera was on me and I was dancing. So all the vertical people just saw me dancing. Good morning, everyone. You like my shirt? I like my shirt. If you don't know who I am or where we at or why the heck am I so mad, I can answer two of those questions for you right now. My name is Patrick. The channel is Reverse Ops. We're an aviation live stream channel based out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Our home airport is conveniently located right over here. It's Daniel K. Inouye International Airport, named after the late senator from the state and territory of Hawaii. Medal of Honor winner, Congressional Medal of Honor winner. It's 3 or 4 miles west of a very rainy downtown Honolulu, which is right over there today. Actually, it's right over there every day. They don't move it. Let's see where that 757 is. I don't want to miss that. But welcome. Thanks for being here. We usually do this 3 times a week. If you haven't subscribed, you know how to subscribe, I'm sure by now. If you haven't liked the stream, please do. Even as bad as I am, the stream is still good. So please like the stream. And if you haven't noticed, we are going... Okay, wait. Do we do this now or do we... Let's do this later. We'll do this later. Take a screenshot of that QR code and we'll get back to it. I don't think we get a shark fin from the 757s. They're too short. Ooh, they're also sending a 321 over here. It's a shame we can't be here for the... Okay, that reach... How far are you out? Dude, you're slowing down. All right. So we got reach over here. Oh, there he is. All right. We're going to flow, hopefully naturally, right into the 757. How about that? Look at that. All right, this one's going to hold short, let's say, for that Cessna in the background there. Oh, thanks, Alan. BAE Jetstream. Thanks. That was a neat looking one. I thought that was pretty cool looking. Kind of looked old school but modern. Oh, is that the 321? Which side of the plane is he on, Travis? That'll be coming around the corner any second now. Well, Travis, if you're on the left side of the plane, have him hold up his phone flashlight to the window. Hello, Robbie. Yeah, Sherry, we have a taxiway on the other side that's closed. So they're sending some of them over here. It's kind of rare. I haven't seen it in a while, them do this. Oh, thanks, Kelvin. Our good friend Kelvin Higa is back to Kickstarter at the T-shirt level. So I'm wearing the T-shirt today. I ordered one early to make sure that the design looked good and the printing looked good. And I tried a different T-shirt this time, and it seems a little softer and fits true to size, so that's good. Fits. Well, it seems like it's true. So true to size for a 2X. Velcro idea didn't work as well as I thought it would. Alright, at least we found that out now. Okay, let's there, then should help a little. Yeah, okay. So we're just. So I used to have 2 cables going to the camera. Now I have 4 cables going to the camera. So every day it's an adventure. So I just got a notification on my phone. Our good friend Scott R. has made a donation to the channel via PayPal. And it's a big one. $200 PayPal donation. Thank you very much, Scott. I greatly appreciate that. It's a huge, huge donation. Thank you very much. It was a little bit, it looks like you did it about an hour ago. I hope you're still here. Looks like there was a delay in the email. But I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Juliet between Bravo and Romeo is closed. So that is Juliet is the one they take down when they come over here. This is, when they come through the trees here, they're coming down Juliet. And then it meets Romeo right there. So anything to the left of that bunch of, the right of that bunch of trees is all closed. Morning. We give a shout out to Travis's brother. Hopefully he has a wonderful trip. Hello, Daniel. Oh, Romeo. Oh, Romeo. I used to know that whole, like, speech. Like, both sides of it. That whole... For some reason, I had to learn it in, like, 7th grade. I never had to learn Canterbury Tales. I don't know why. Maybe I was in the dummy English class. Some of my friends had to recite Canterbury Tales from memory. I had to do big chunks of Romeo and Juliet for some reason. It's probably because I was in the slow English class. It's not that I was dumb, it's just that I didn't care. All right, so I'm gonna make a tweak to the internet. I'm gonna make a little tweak to the internet real quick. I'll be right back. I'm gonna let you guys watch this short go taxiing down there. I'm trying now that we're doing 4K, the internet requirement is 4 times. So we're doing a little tweaking. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Oh, and if you're over there watching on the 360 camera, it might go down for a half second, but it'll be back.
Sometimes too, they just wait out. Is it gonna be closed for a while?
Actually, I didn't look at the time. Yeah. Yeah. All right, we'll try that tweak for a little while, see how it goes. So basically, I have a disease. I have a problem, and the only thing that can solve it is more internet. So right now, from the truck, we are running 3 different streams. We're running the 360 camera, we're running the main stream, and then we're running the vertical stream. That's a lot of internet. So I'm trying to load balance everything to make sure all of them are at least getting adequate internet. Looks like they're just going to send a lot of stuff out the other side, and hopefully that changes once the heavies start coming out. We have Hawaiian Flight 6 lit up. Hopefully that'll come over here. So Rusty, if you go over to our sister channel or companion channel is HNL Ops. That's where the 360 camera is. So it's just a different channel. So you find that by searching for HNL Ops in the. Normally I would drop a link in the chat, but my clicker button's gone today because I left my laptop at home. There's also the vertical stream is kind of a hit and miss. You got to go. YouTube didn't exactly make it easy to find. You have to go to the shorts feed. So if you're in your app on your phone, at the bottom there's a button that says shorts. Click on that, and then it'll start showing you shorts. If you pause any of them, along the top there's a couple of menus. One of them says live. That live will take you to the shorts live feed, and if you scroll through there long enough, you'll probably run across me. I wish I knew there was a way to directly get you there, but I can't figure it out yet. Oh, okay. They've opened Juliet now, so we're good. Where'd what's his name go? Looks like they opened it. Yeah, so they opened it now. So good thing we didn't go up there. Thank you, Sydney. So our first one out on that side will be a 717. It's heading off to Hilo. Behind that, we'll have a couple of Southwests. The first one going to Vegas, the second one going to Maui. They are both max 8s. The 717 is right there. There is no method to my tweaking. It's all random. Just did it. Hello, Josh. Good to see you. A nice conga line of planes coming down Romeo. I guess they were all waiting. Maybe they're all waiting for it to open up. This one's waiting for a small, yeah, maybe a PC-12 to come in. Yeah, it's a PC-12. It's coming in from Lanai. So tiny, I can't even see it. Oh, there it is. All right, this 717 is heading off to Kailua Kona. Next one out is heading off to Maui. And then we'll have our first Hawaiian heavy out here. That one to the right of the screen, that is Hawaiian Flight 6 heading off to Vegas. Hey, I got that working. Look at that. Thank you very much, Ray. Ray gifted, sent an eagle for 400 joules. Thank you very much. Hello, Robert. That was the Island Jenny Express heading off to Vegas. We had, looks like Charlie Bravo came with a flow state for 200 joules. Thank you very much. Next one out is the Southwest, heading off to San Diego. That should mean the other San is very close. Yes, it's 2 planes behind it. San Jose. Crammed between it is a 717 heading off to Lehue. That's what we see there on your screen. Well, thanks for being here, Ray. Glad you found us. Our first A380 is not that far out. It's past the halfway point between here and Kauai. So we're probably looking at about 10 minutes or less. Yeah, flight radar said 7. Show you this other one coming right in front of us now. Oops. Whoa, wind. Big gust of wind. I was not prepared for that. I was standing at an awkward angle. So that little Challenger there is hurry to get out of here. Doesn't say where it's going, but I'm sure they'll figure it out. It's turning at the end down there. That's a little hard to see. Let me zoom in a little bit. There it is. So tiny, I didn't even see him start to move. There he is. All right, so let's trying to find the A380. I hope I didn't miss it. Sometimes I get caught up in things. Okay. Oh, I didn't miss it. That's what I thought of. Okay, I'm looking at the plane. Like, that's got to be it out there, right? Uh, 8 right does not have ILS. So if you're asking, so someone in the chat is asking us, who is it? Oh, Randy. Randy was asking why they don't land more on 8 right. It's mainly because there's no ILS on 8 right. So most of the time they'll land on 8 left and 4 right where they have ILS. Occasionally, some of the bigger planes will still land out there on the reef runway, but I would say 90% of the time or more, they're on the 4 right or 8 left. And 4 right is shorter of the two, but it's still long enough to handle even the Super here. And for anything other than the cargo, it is a long, if they land on 8 right, it is a very long taxi back to the terminal. So they try to avoid it whenever possible. Ray, the 2 A380s we get are both from there's 3 of them. They come in 2 a day. They come in from Tokyo, Narita. They're all from ANA. They all have this similar livery on them, they call them the Flying Honus. They all have a sea turtle livery. There's this one, which is a sea green. There's an orange one, which we'll see in about an hour. And then there's a blue one. Pardon me. So the only place these A380s go is here, between here and Tokyo. They don't go anywhere else on commercial flights. Next one out on the reef runway is heading off to Kailua Kona. It is a 717. We will flip over there and get that here in a second. As soon as it starts to move, or as soon as I notice it move. Sometimes it moves before I notice it. That's just the way it works. Hello, Koji. Yeah, they still get the Lufthansa one, correct? So 39 Aranoka. Did I get it? Chief. Coming with a $2 super chat. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. I think he just does it to see if I can still pronounce the name. But thank you very much. Sorry I can't put your name on the screen. I hope it flashed when you did that. I think I have that part set up correctly. I wasn't actually looking at the screen when it happened. So you guys talk about snakes? So that made me think. So one of my little things I really enjoy is when you watch a movie, particularly an R-rated movie, on regular television. And they actually, lately, in the last, I don't know, 15, 20 years, they've started recording alternative. They know what they say in the movie is so bad it will never make it on broadcast television. So they record a alternate voiceover that matches the lips of what the person's saying. And my favorite example, this is the reason snakes reminded me of this, is my favorite example of this is Snakes on a Plane with Samuel L. Jackson. And there's a line in the movie where Samuel L. Jackson, you can guess what Samuel L. Jackson says because he says it's all he ever says. He says a couple words in order that I can't say on the stream, but he says, "I don't want no fill in the blank snakes on my fill in the blank plane." And when it's on broadcast television, he said, "I don't need no monkey fighting snakes on my Monday to Friday plane." And that is the pinnacle of cinema right there. Ray, I've actually been to Denver. I was actually in Denver about a month ago or so. But unfortunately, I was there for a wedding, so unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of time to stream. I didn't have any time to stream really. We did a stream around downtown. We drove through a thunderstorm. It was a crazy night. We did a live stream from Denver, driving around downtown in a thunderstorm. Not my brightest idea ever, but we didn't get a chance to do a stream from the airport. We have done streams from LA and Dallas, a couple places in Europe, Germany, UK. And now that you bring that up, let's go back to talking about that. Now that you bring that up, we are going to do a couple streams from Italy next month. So you can see I'm wearing my Italy shirt, reverse ops. So if you notice, the shirt logo has a couple of style cues from Italian Airlines. Can you pick out those style cues? Little Easter egg there. There's a couple of style cues that I used from Italian Airlines in the design of this shirt. But we're gonna do a stream from Venice Airport, 2 streams from the Rome Airport, and then we'll do a Kickstarter backers only stream. And knowing me, I'll probably do a couple of members only streams and some other streams open to the public. So last time we did this, we went to Germany with a Kickstarter, and that was successful. We ended up promising, I think we promised 4 streams. We ended up doing 11 streams. So chances are we'll do a lot more than we promised. So we're promising 4, hopefully under promising, over delivering. But that'll be next month. It's coming up very quickly. So if you head on over there to reverseops.com/Kickstarter, you can help us out. There are some, if you donate to the cause, there are some rewards at different money levels, including this shirt right here. And it actually says on the back, I came, I saw, I streamed. So please, we're getting very close. I was a little worried, honestly, for a little while. It was getting a little slow in the go there, but we've picked up lately. We're now, I think we're 70% funded. So again, it works as a all or nothing if you've never done Kickstarter before. If we make the goal, it gets funded. If we don't make the goal, nobody gets charged, and we get a lot less streams. So if you could head on over there to reverseops.com/Kickstarter, I would really appreciate that. Well, half the reverse ops family lives in the Denver area, so we will be back. Just don't know when, since we were just there. But generally, we go every so often to visit the mother-in-law, and the brother-in-law and the sister. I guess we see them too. But I like Denver a lot. The only thing I can't, you guys need to get an atmosphere. That's all I gotta say. You guys need to get a little oxygen over there, because man, I was hurting. I live my life at sea level. I can't do this 5,000 feet oxygen level. All right, so it looks like the next one coming out here might be 717. We'll see. We do have a Southwest coming in the other side. Let's see if we can go a little closer. It's actually in the shot, but I'm going to zoom in a little bit to get it. So the Kickstarter runs for about another little over one more week. I think I've got 8 days left in the Kickstarter campaign. And I believe we're 70% funded now. I believe it's 70%. So we're getting close. If we go over the goal, there are 3 stretch goals to add extra shows. So if you love Italy, want to see a lot of it on live streams, head on over there. Yes, the next one out will be a 717 heading off to Lehue. We have a tiny one coming in it's coming all the way from Kapolei. So that's probably, as the crow flies, that airport is probably 5 miles from here. It's a Sling LSA. This is one of the flight schools here, Pacific Aviation. They're right behind me. So we had one of the guys stop by the truck the other day. So I'm gonna make sure I get this. Hopefully it's him. Ramen bowl. Now you're gonna make me hungry. Our good friend, just an average plane spotter, is coming with a ramen bowl for 900 joules. Thank you very much. Now I want to use that 900 joules to go buy a ramen bowl for lunch. Man, that looked good. like some of the ramen houses. I like ramen houses. They usually have a set menu that I like. You know, you usually find one set menu that you like. It has the ramen and the gyoza, and sometimes you get ramen, gyoza, and beef curry. That's my favorite. I'm a big Japanese curry fan. I like Japanese curry. No worry, beef curry. Is this another sling coming in? No, this is a Cessna Skyhawk. This thing is... I think it's older than half of you in the crowd. Where'd he go? Oh, he's right over there. He is. This plane right here is probably older than most of us. Mr. BWS, we leave, I think it's the 7th, I think. Let's see what that date is. July, August. Yeah, we leave the 7th of August. And then because we're on the exact opposite side of the planet, we don't get there till Sunday. So we leave Friday night, we get there Sunday afternoon. But that would be awesome if those... So that would be really coincidental. The last time we had a RIMPAC exercise, which we're actually technically in the middle of right now. RIMPAC is a huge maritime exercise. Not as heavy on the fighters this time as it was the last time. We did get a lot of 35s last week, so, you know, when I say not heavy on the fighters, it's not heavy every day. But anyway, I digress. The last time we had RIMPAC, right at the end of RIMPAC, we had, I think it was 3 German Eurofighters come in for about 5 days. They did a week here. So if they came back again, that would be awesome. Those guys are great. I have to keep my ears out. Thanks for the heads up on that. Alright, so we might be getting fighters today, guys. I don't have my... Why don't I have my ATC up? That's weird of me. Oh yeah, because I was so mad about... You guys missed it. If you guys just tuned in, you missed a epic curse word filled rant at the beginning of the show. Okay, where's my cord? working on it. Working on it. Our good friend, just an average planet heart, is back again with a $2 super chat. Says Qantas A350 ULR flying from Toulouse to Melbourne. Is it right now? I was gonna follow that plane, but I was thinking it was later today. Of course, I don't know what. No, it couldn't be later today because that would be too late in. I don't know. I don't know how these things work. I'm sure that's got to be the most tracked plane on Flight Radar then. Let's see what the most tracked plane is. Most tracked. Yes, it is. 10,000 people are tracking that plane on Flight Radar right now. It is just to the east of Jakarta right now. South of Singapore. That's crazy. What do you guys think? Would you take that flight? So if you don't know, that's the flight that's the plane that's gonna be Project Sunrise for Qantas. That is gonna go direct. Is it direct from Sydney to London or direct from Melbourne to London? I think it's direct from Sydney to London. Either way, it's a very long way. 22 to 23 hours in the air. Would you guys take that? I think I'll let you guys vote. Would you guys take that flight? Cost and ignore cost and whatever. Just, would you want to be in the plane that long? Almost a full day. The next queen is lit up. I completely lost count of how many that is. It's heading off to Sydney. We'll see that here in just a few minutes. That's pretty close to being on time. Next one coming in that side is a Japan Air. It is just crossing over Koalina. Yeah, okay, Sydney. I knew it's flying to Melbourne. That's what confused me, but it is going to Sydney eventually to go to London. Now, I don't know if it'd be the same distance, but if it was from here, no, it's got to be farther. So here to London, I think is a shorter distance than Sydney to London. I would try it once. I don't know if I'd enjoy the last 10 hours of it, though, but I'd try it once. But when we leave for Europe from here, it is a 24-hour process. When we walk out of our door at our house here, it is over 24 hours till we get to a hotel in London. So, and that's usually with a layover or two, sometimes two layovers. Like when we're flying from here through Phoenix to Dallas to Venice. So that's two layovers. If I could take one flight and be over in Europe, I would do it every time. I think I would do it every time. I think it's because I don't get anxious a lot. I'm usually a pretty level-headed, easygoing guy. I do get anxious, not that about something bad happening on a plane, but just, normal stuff, mechanical, crew timeout, weather, and then you miss it, and then you have to wait. So if I could get a nonstop from here to any destination I wanted to go to, I would take that in a heartbeat. American has shifted their flights around a little bit, and now it's harder. It's harder than it used to be to do a one stop to Europe from here. So that's why we're having to do two stops on the way there, and we're only doing a single stop on the way back. But we have a almost 15-hour. 14-hour layover in Dallas, so it's not exactly perfect. Yeah, if we went straight, Brandon, it'd be 16 or 17 hours. I would do that in a heartbeat. Now it's 24 hours or so, because I have to stop in Phoenix or LA with the extra X. When Hawaiian bought when they put the reservations on their first Dreamliner, the CEO at the time floated around that they would be doing London flights eventually from here. That really ended when Alaska made the purchase. I haven't heard anything about it since then. I think they're focused on getting people to go through Seattle. But when they first launched the Rome flights, we actually looked at that, and the timing was even worse than the American flights. The morning flight from here got to Seattle after the Rome flight left. So you would have to leave the night before and get there and then have a whole day. And it was more expensive by about $400 a person. And Hawaiian wasn't a One World partner then, so that's why we didn't take that flight. We ended up we're going American all the way. No code shares. If you're new here, these are F-22As. They are from the Hawaii Air National Guard, under the 154th These are the 199th Fighter Squadron. We have about 20 of these here, give or take one or two. That guy's doing it interesting. He's actually pre-set up his tripod facing down the end of the runway, hoping to catch an afterburner shot like that. Not to let me get a good shot of him. It's okay. I don't know Island Aviation. I'm listening to just the tower frequencies, so I didn't hear that part of the conversation. All right, so the Queen has started moving. Yeah, many years ago, the last time we went to Rome, we only went to Rome for one day. We were going to see a concert in Bologna, and we flew into Rome. So we were only in Rome for one day. And this was right after I got platinum for the first time on American. And I was upgraded on all the flights except for the first one. The first one was full coming out of here. So we were supposed to go from here to LA, and then from LA to Dallas, and Dallas to Rome. And we were both upgraded to first class going from LA to Dallas, and then premium economy going from Dallas to Rome. We had both those upgrades already locked in. We were all excited. And wouldn't you know it, the plane was late. Getting out of Honolulu. We were an hour delayed, and we just missed our connection in LA. So we missed that upgrade. Well, that means we couldn't get to Dallas, so we missed that upgrade. And then we had to go from LA to Dallas to Phoenix. To Philadelphia to Rome. So not only did we lose our 2 upgrades, we had an extra flight as well. That was we made it there though. We were extremely tired, and it all worked out, but you know, we'll pan on that. We get a little closer. We saw this plane just the other day. We had this one in our very first 4K. So Sydney, we've heard that too, and when we were there last time, it was very crowded. We're apparently going on the biggest holiday of the year, which is August 15th. So apparently a lot of locals get out of Rome and go to the beach that weekend. So hopefully that stays true. How about that? I was keeping an eye on the one. I was trying to keep an eye on him of my right eye and follow the 747 to see if we can get a shot like that, and I think it worked. Did the F-22 come right out of his nose? I was hoping that would happen. I'll have to go back and watch that. And we got a hang 10. We haven't had a hang 10 on the show in weeks. So if you don't know, a hang 10 is it's a local colloquialism for a performance takeoff or an unrestricted climb. Pardon me. My cough is getting better, believe it or not. It's just out here in the wind and talking a lot. Hello, Serafino. Serafino Burton has been a 717 level member for a month. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Sorry I can't put your name up on the screen with the regular fancy thing, but we have the small one today. Hello, J-Ro. So we're about a minute or so, less than a minute. I can see it now. The next A380, ANA's flying Honu, the orange one, is just now coming into sight. So in about 30 seconds, we'll be able to get a good shot of it. And I hope the Queen gives us enough time to get it all the way down. We are we also have a DHL 777 on the downwind right now, so let me get those. That was our Hanaho plane the other day. Let's see if we can find there. There it is right there. So the Queen is waiting on, gonna have to wait on somebody, so hopefully that'll wait just long enough to get this on the ground. Or at least behind the trees. is he out of focus? What's going on? Did I hit the wrong button? Oh, it's nice, Melissa. All right, next coming in on the other side is that DHL I was talking about. It's just a little closer and we can get a nice shot of it. Hello, Jen. Good to see you. All right, another 20 to 30 seconds. We can see that DHL pretty good. It's big, but it's still far out there. So this one will be the one coming in from Cincinnati. The one from LA with the extra X is just now crossing over Waimanalo. So we get 2 of these, usually 2 a day. $11:05. Wait, what? Eastern Standard Time? Wait, that would have been 6 hours ago or 5 hours ago. Oh, we have another one lit up on Hickam. It's a C17 Manu 1-2. It's not moving yet. Hopefully we'll get that out here in the next 20 minutes or so. That's about how much time we have left in today's show. If you haven't already, please give the stream a like. I would really appreciate it. Again, if you're new here, welcome. If you've been around for 3 years, welcome as well. I appreciate you all being here, taking time out of your day to hang out with me in Hawaii, watching planes. We'll be back here on Saturday. I'm not sure what time on Saturday. I don't remember if I scheduled it already, but we'll be back at some time on Saturday. I like doing the Saturday shows where we catch the departures of the A380, so keep an eye out for that. I'll post that placeholder tomorrow morning. Then we'll be back again next week for our normal Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday shows. Saturday, we are definitely going to be here for the A380 departure, so that's not a week from this Saturday. We'll definitely be here for the A380 departures because that's the day our Kickstarter ends, and we're going to stay here to watch the Kickstarter end together and find out if we make our goal. Again, I think we're 70% towards our goal, so we're almost there. That is a C. We need to get to an A+, 70%. You can find that Kickstarter with the QR code on the bottom right of your screen or the link there, reverseops.com/Kickstarter. But if you can't help with that, I would really appreciate you just liking and subscribing. Those are two easy, free ways to help out the channel. Another sneaky way to help out the channel that's free is to come back after the stream is over and leave a comment on the video, an actual comment on the video. So try that, see if that works. But thanks everybody for being here. Thanks everybody on the vertical stream for hanging out. Oh, we have Sarah Deal in the house. Hello, Sarah. She is celebrating 14 months. Sorry, I can't put that on the screen normally. I had a little dummy moment earlier this morning. I left my laptop at home, so I can't put any of the normal graphics on the screen right now. Sarah, this has been fun watching. Well, it's been fun having you here. Ooh, maybe Saturday. Okay, thanks, Island Aviation. Something just went over our head. Oh, it was United. Ah, it looks like that C-17 is moving now. Either that or it's doing the flight radar dance. I can't tell. It's definitely moving. So unless something really speeds up, that'll be our next departure on the reef runway. It'll either be that or a 321 going to Long Beach. We'll see which one wins the race. To Juliet. Our good friend Sarah, the real deal, has sent Laughing Disco for 250 joules. Thank you very much. So when I woke up this morning, it was raining at my house. It was actually raining pretty good at my house. And it pretty much rained the whole way in for me. I came down. It's about, it's about 12 miles from my house to where I have a deal where I leave the truck somewhere, so I don't have to drive it as far. But it's about 12 miles from my house to there, and it rained the whole way. The whole way there, it rained. And I thought we were going to be in for a soggy day. That's why if you're looking at the behind-the-scenes camera, you can see I have the rain cover up today. But as soon as I got to the parking lot here this morning, it has been absolutely beautiful. It was pretty reasonable temperature all morning. It hasn't really got hot yet. I think it's only 79 degrees right now. And I don't see any rain anywhere now. There's not even any rain up in the mountains, really. Little dark clouds up in the mountains, but no rain. Truth be told, I kind of like rain shows. Not like torrential hurricane rains, but sometimes when you get a nice rain show, it really kills the heat haze, makes everything all cool. And I'd rather deal with the heat, with the little bit of darkness from the clouds and the rain versus the heat haze. It'll make the picture better. I don't know how many photographers would I don't know how many photographers would agree with me, but it's my opinion. Oh, Gene, what flight number is he on? We only have a few more minutes left, but if he's close, we'll try to catch him. Don't know the number. Oh, okay. That kind of puts a damper in it. I don't see. Let's see. Usually Hawaiian Flight 1 is coming in about this time. Yeah, there's Hawaiian Flight 1. Hawaiian Flight 1 is just off the east coast of the island. If he's on a plane if he left a while ago, he left like 5 hours ago, he's probably on that plane. I don't know. We'll see if that says it's got 9 minutes left in the show. We'll see how that goes. Oh, United. I left around 7 a.m., so I was looking for a Hawaiian plane. So that means that I have no idea. That C-17 turned its transponder off, but I know it was moving this way, so Next one in on the other side will be that second DHL Singapore Airlines. Oh, there it is. It was behind the guard shack. Yeah, one of my favorite photographs I've taken out here is the first time I saw a B-52 out here. We were in reverse ops that day, and it was raining pretty steadily. I mean, a pretty good rain. And then when the B-52 taxied out, he had to leave off the reef runway. So he came all the way down Juliet and then all the way down Romeo in front of us, and was right in front of us on Romeo. And when he made the turn on Romeo, that's when the rain stopped. And he went all the way down to the far end and then left, heading out on 26 left just after it rained, so there was no heat haze. It's just such beautiful pictures. I have an awesome picture of me standing on my ladder over by the fence, and my boss at the time took a picture of me taking a picture of the B-52. It was awesome. Oh, did I miss something from Lee? I apologize. I'm working on a backup setup today. I know that's not an excuse, but it's the reason. It's not an excuse. Alright, so unfortunately we missed the DHL going the other side because the C-17 was leaving at the same time. I think we made the correct choice. Oh, okay, let's check that. Ah, there it is. Thank you very much, Lee Davies. They've sent 10 pounds via PayPal. I really appreciate that. That is a huge donation. Thank you very much. Oh, thanks, Serafino. Yeah, Steven, those things are so impressive. I have a buddy of mine, one of my Pink Floyd friends. That we go to Pink Floyd concerts together all over the world. But he lives in D.C. now. But he's a former B-52 pilot. So it's awesome to talk to him. Okay, I don't see anything out coming this way, and there's nothing really heavy coming in. So I think we're gonna call this. I don't really like to make tiny planes unless they're jets, unless they're fighters. Our Hanaho plane of the game, but I think we're gonna have to call this Hanaho on this Bombardier Global Express XRS. The XRS means it has the fine Corinthian leather package. Those guys are going to ride in comfort all the way to Melbourne. Oh, and Lee, ooh, pardon me, I got all choked up. Lee Davies, whoa. Whoa. I got all choked up with Lee Davies. Lee Davies is also celebrating 14 months at the 717 level. Thank you. So there's the one right there. So we're going to call that our Hanaho plane of the day. If you don't know what Hanaho means, it's basically if you would go to a concert in Hawaii, instead of saying encore, you would say Hanaho. So our last plane of the day, we call that our Hanaho plane of the day. Oh, I missed Allie earlier. Allie Ferguson is celebrating 8 months at the 717 level. Thank you very much, Allie, and I'm sorry I missed that earlier. I'm working off a really different screen today, and it's really annoying. So don't worry. I will remember the laptop for next time, and then we'll get back to our normal show. This was just waiting for a small plane to cross in front of its nose. It's a Mokulele Airlines coming in from Lanai. You might be able to see it cross in the shot here. There it is right there. All right, everybody say it with me. Hanaho. Aye. I think we are POW. Thanks again, everyone, for being here. Thanks to all the new people in the chat. Welcome back anytime. We'll be back here on Saturday. Keep an eye out for that thing. I'll post the placeholder tomorrow morning. But until then, have a great rest of your week. Have a great Friday. Just, be happy. Take care of each other. We're going to flip you over to the 360 camera right now. I think it'll take both streams over there. So we're going to flip you over to the 360 camera right now. Please say hello to Keith over there. He's our mod. I'd also like to thank the mods over here on this channel. We have Josh, O'Malley, Miss Wolves, Rainbow Love, Kirsten, Sydney, Alan, Brandon, and Jane. The world's most dangerous mod crew. I'd also like to give a shout out to Mrs. Reverse Ops. She is the anchor to my... Okay, I was going to say something that might sound dirty, so I'm going to leave that alone. But we'll see you all. Head on over to the 360 camera. You can watch me pack this stuff away. Aloha, everyone.